Hi folks, it's Danny at Bradley James Classics, and I'm bringing you a fantastic example of a Ford Escort van, which is ex-British Telecom from year 2000, W-Reg. Remarkably, this van has only covered 61,000 miles since new, and it is in stunning condition. The previous owner has paid a lot of money for someone to carry out a very sympathetic refurbishment of the undercarriage. That does not include any welding. It's just that they wanted to get the van as good as they could, and I'm going to give you a little insight to just how nice it looks underneath in a moment. And in the meantime, I'm just going to have a little walk around. Just as a point of fact, it was around the year 2000 that British Telecom stopped supplying grey vans, and they started on these white vans. And this one still retains its original racking in the back, which is quite nice. They're always popular, the ex British Telecom vans, because they're known to have been very well maintained, and they used to have a safe driver policy, so people tended to look after the vans very nicely. And anyone who knows these car-derived vans will always remember the Escort as being a nice driving van. And the MK6 meant you had power steering as standard, so despite the fact this is doesn't have the rarity of being an early Mark 1 or Mark 2, where quite frankly vans are selling for fortunes, it has the practicality of the Mark 6. Got a slightly enhanced bit of locking here, which I'll just show you. It's got additional security. This is something that was fitted from the start, so you've got to turn the key, and sorry, it's always hard to do both. Sorry about that. I was holding the camera, so tricky to open with one hand. Look how good it is in the back. It's retained its original matting, which goes up over the arches. These are the little fixed systems. Yeah, the little boxes of bits and pieces went in there, both sides. And again, BT always had this rack up here, which I think a short ladder used to go into from memory, or certainly it's all in here. It's easy to remove, of course, but for authenticity, there may be people that want to sort of badge it back up and convert it back into a BT van with the correct decals from the time. It'd be great for showing purposes. It has the cage in the back, and it has the bulkhead through here, and it is in really excellent condition. Now, I promised you a van that's never been welded, so let's have a quick look at a very nice angle of this van. Well, while we're here, just see how nice it is down there as well. They always used to get a bit scabby down there, and in fact there's a little indent here, and something very small around there in these back doors, but I can show them to you. So look how nice she is under here. Now, even the tyres had a refurbishment. Look at that flooring under here. That beam axle is all painted up, and if you look at the undercarriage of it, look how lovely it has been, all nicely undersealed. Even this spring and all around this hanger, which are usually problematic on these Escorts, it's all in fantastic condition. That tank has been painted as well up under those arches, and as you can see everywhere I'm looking underneath, that van is in fabulous condition. And right the way down to the front, it's all in particularly nice order. Never been welded, doesn't need to be welded. It's a rock solid example of a low mileage Escort van. So now what I'm going to do is walk very slowly, and I will point out any small imperfections. The great news about vans that have panelled out, they don't get beaten outwards from the inside. Look how clean it is down here, down in those arches. It's not all painted black. If we have a look inside those arches there, that's all nicely sealed, and I'm just going to get this angle of the sill all the way through. You can see how good that is. And there we are underneath as well. We can just see how good a condition undercarriage of this van and those seals are. So hopefully with some clever camera work, we're getting a bit of a virtual viewing here. It's really straight down the side. And it's lovely, no signs of corrosion or scratches or gouges. Bumper is in fabulous condition, nice and matte black. Very small amount of tiniest of stone chips. A little bit of a scratch here, but I'm getting in super close. It looks to have a very good windscreen. I can't see any damage to that. Nice bright headlamps, and that's through the front. She looks really sharp. If you're going to be really fussy, there's a gouge in the plastic here, but that's again me zooming in. The wheels look to have all been painted. There's good tyres all round, and it does have a full set of mud flaps, all full ones, which are again a nice little accessory to have. Very practical. Excellent on the near side as well. I'm going to get down and show you those arches, and you can see that they're all totally refurbished in that bright diamond white from Ford. I'm looking again down the sides, nice and even down the sides. I think there was one little area where there's can't really see it here, but there's a little pimple, like a thumbprint sized little dent there, but very straight through the bottom panels and through here. A little touch-up paint has gone on here where it looks like it's had a stone chip, and the roof is equally bright and shiny as well. Those bumpers are in excellent condition, nice and straight, no cracks or damage to any of the lamps. I say this rear door has got a little kink here, which I showed you earlier, and down here there's a tiny little dent as well. And again, as I step back, these are very minor, but I like to point them out. Now let's have a little look in the interior, which again is in stunningly good order. Lovely door cards, and all the plastics are in good shape. The seats are really good, as is the plastics on the door card. Now the utility vans, you have a little switch there which would have worked a beacon on the roof. Now that's not there, but the switch is. It's got its full set of keys, including the red one, 5-speed manual gearbox. And just look how clean it is here. It's got a carpet mat, so it covers any damage to where the heel would have gone. 61,000 miles. Radio cassette. Now currently we're working out a code for this one, because sadly there isn't the code, but that is the correct radio cassette as fitted to the vans, and there's your little van symbol there. Obviously they were quite basic inside. Now these really do sip fuel. They don't like using fuel. This one has an MOT through to January 2024, for indication only. Really superior condition inside. This again, I'll show you the floors and stuff. Look, it's in immaculate condition inside as well. Now it's got a steering wheel cover on it. Now these wheels never used to fare very well, but there's still a lot of life left in this one. But I'm guessing this has been on there to preserve the wheel, because this material that Ford used in this era used to wear out. All the plastic through the middle is in excellent condition, and actually it is worth mentioning that it is in fact a 1.8 diesel engine, a non-turbo diesel, and they were particularly frugal. They called it the Endura DE. Now I think the DE means German made, but this Endura engine has got fabulous MPG. There's a good quality Bosch battery fitted. This hasn't been tarted up in any way underneath the engine bay. We do believe in keeping these natural. Spraying a lot of water into engine bays isn't usually a great idea, but if you wanted to detail it to death, you could do, if you intended to take the van for showing. It's got its proper insulation pad on the inside of the bonnet. really, I think one walk round just to show you how lovely this Escort van looks in the sunlight today. She drives beautifully well, very economical. None of these multi-warning light issues that you get with modern vans. They don't even have an engine management light as such. They do have a few warning lights, the basic ones, sort of oil pressure and temperature, that sort of thing, but they're not fussy like modern vans are. I think you'll probably have a lot more appreciation turning up in one of these than you would a brand new French van, let's say. It looks really striking. The bodywork is in excellent condition. I have pointed out one or two very minor marks, and I hope you agree that this Escort van does present really well. I can assure you it looks as good in real life as it does on this video. She's in stock now. All the vans go through our own workshop to make sure that they are checked out and good to go. I know that this one's had recommissioning work carried out, the braking system, and well, anything that was needed to be done has been done. That was done by the previous owner. We've just checked it out in our workshop, make sure she's good to go, which she is. And we can deliver this van anywhere in the UK for a sensible price. We just need your postcode for a quote. You're welcome to part exchange your classic, modern or light commercial vehicle. We offer that facility. We're based in Hampshire. We have our railway station in Overton that you're welcome to come and see the vehicle, and if you're happy you can drive it away, or as I say, we can deliver it anywhere in the UK for a sensible price. Well folks, I hope this walk around video of this lovely white Escort van from year 2000, just 61,000 miles on that 1.8 diesel engine, an ex-BT van, so it would have been a very well maintained van. It's nice that it's got its extra security, which keeps people out the back, which is what you need in this day and age. And there's a full set of keys, including two for that rear lock. Well, thanks for watching my video. This is Danny at Bradley James Classics, signing out.